Hi everyone, this is Sumit Duggal and I am part of the Skills for Leadership class with Professor Friedman. And this is the first part of the cumulative video feedback of how I felt, what all I have learned through this extremely enriching and fulfilling journey with Professor. And during the first class, which was today, I mean, it was just amazing considering that the first thing that I realized when I entered the class was how relaxed and comfortable the environment was, be it professor playing his favorite playlist or just his aura. Other than that, the way this course is structured and where it starts is, in my opinion, the right way. Again, there is no right way, which I learned today, to approach anything, but if at all we have to draw some sort of boundary to it, getting open to concepts like whitewater currents, a world where you have to constantly adapt, innovate yourself, and just be not rigid when it comes to your preconceived notions, what we have learned, what we think. So I'll give an example. When something bad happens to us, we are constantly analyzing it as to what went wrong, where one could have done things differently and maybe reduce the impact or eliminated the event altogether. And somehow we make ourselves comfortable with the notion that we would be able to stop this event from happening in the future. But the beauty of life itself is the same event won't happen again. It might be a completely different event that might have some part of what happened today or that day or whatever. So things happen, we learn from them, but that's it. We There's no certainty that these things will happen again. If at all they will happen again, would I be able to replicate my response the way I imagined myself doing while I was analyzing what happened? So we really don't know how I will respond, how the person will respond, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to our reflexes. And these reflexes are not just something that we program it to do, they happen subconsciously. They accumulate data of thousands of events that happen to us every day, external circumstances, external factors. Then, of course, when we sleep, our brain goes into this superhuman mode and makes some sense out of it. So, coming back to the main point here, is that we have to drop this innate urge to draw conclusions and make ourselves comfortable with the fact that if at all we were equipped better, we would have stopped it. Of course, we want ourselves to be equipped better for the coming future, but we also need to be more mindful, more be in sync with ourselves, our environment, our organization, our leadership style. We have to constantly adapt. And when I say adapt, it's not just about adapting to new technologies, it's more to do with adapting to your landscape, your environment, your organization, the changes in your organization, the changes in the industries that may or may not impact you, or just be in sync with yourself. Have confidence in yourself that whatever life throws at you, we would be able to manage it. That's very subjective. Not mitigate it, not prevent it, but manage it in the way we be able to do so with whatever equipment we have and resources at hand. Other than that, we did learn about uh, the complexity science, the concept of complexity science, which, in my opinion, was I think that's a really clever way to understand or differentiate between stuff that we know has been more or less over discussed, and that's like right at the bottom of the graph, left bottom, and then there's stuff which is way too unknown. But then there's a space where we get to know where we can make changes or where things are lying currently. We also read a few articles and saw some videos as part of our pre-class preparation. Overall, I think the entire notion of just being there in the class and being vulnerable, being open, going with an open mind, and just take a chance to express your ideas is what I think would be the pillar of this entire course. Thank you.